Hello everyone here, welcome back to Farming Simulator 25 on Hutan Pantai. Since last episode, just been busy planting and then, of course, trying to take care of the weeds here as well. Also finished up making field 36 and 37 large here, plowed it, and I think, do we need lime on that yet? Actually, I think we do need lime on part of it yet. I'm probably not going to worry about that one, but yes, that field is now all set. Finished running the cultivator across as well. Just, get that field all nice and cleaned up here. So we're going to hopefully get that field planted here this episode. I think this is the last field that needs to be planted here, I believe. Or technically two fields, right? 36, 37. We are working on planting the last field of rice over here. And then up on the rice farmyard here. Oh, yeah, we do have one more rice field up here that needs to be planted yet. Okay, so move the rice planter to that field. Get that field planted here this episode as well. And then, like I said, we will be done planting here this episode here. And then, next episode, it'd probably be harvesting, I think, unless there's something else we need to do. We do have several fields that need to be fertilized. I'll probably try to take care of that off camera here. Once we're done with the episode here, we'll just get those fields fertilized. I have to go look at them. Obviously, a lot of the fields we just planted here will probably need to be fertilized. Again, we are no-tilling a lot of these fields. Or, actually, I shouldn't say that. Actually, this time around, we actually are tilling a lot of the fields, so I should have probably put fertilizer down on some of these, but, oh well. Doesn't really matter much. We'll fertilize them either one way or the other, so. Okay, that's going. You are working on weeding down here. Once he's done on this field, needed to get up to field 32, and then 39 and 40, or 77 need to be weeded here yet as well. And then, of course, we'll have to see once we skip time here. You folks probably won't see that here, but, once we skip time and see what fields I actually missed weeding here. There's bound to be, one I forgot to weed somewhere, right? So plant that little bit. The hired worker missed there. We'll call that good. And let's head over to our new field here. Looks like 38 would be kind of a nice addition as well. Once it add 38 on with 39 there, that'd really increase the size of this field. And then, maybe, to be honest, I would probably just, sell 77. It's such a small little field, hardly worth it, but, okay, I'm going to run down to the corner. I'm going to, again, just my maybe personal preference of it. I always like to start in the corner of a field if I can, so we're going to start down here. Boy, look at that nicely planted field, or nicely cultivated field, I should say. Nicely cultivated field, looking all good. Okay, let's turn on our steering assist here, and 2 headlamps, perfect. Wow, really horribly lined up. Let's, there we go. That looks a little better. Nope, that was already on, wasn't it? Turning it back on. Okay, there we go. Now we're planting. I believe this is about the largest planter we have available to us in the game here at this point. Hopefully at some point, maybe we'll start seeing some DB90s, DB120s, those size of planters, but, at least for now, one 24-row planter, which is still, by all means, a respectably sized planter, right? When I like 24 rows, that is pretty good. Nowadays, we're getting to the point where the good old 12-row planter is starting to get to be the small planter, right? Everyone, oh my goodness, you think about it, everyone, 12-row planter. That used to be a good planter back in the day, but now 12 rows, yeah, that's getting kind of small. And of course, we are running the Kinsey version of this plant here, as we discussed here. Actually, a couple times we've discussed it here. We do have the John Deere available to us in the game, but the John Deere, unfortunately, does not have fertilizer on it. So, I know, it's kind of a little bit disappointing there on that one. Oh, let's see. As far as fields go, anything else we need to do? I don't think so, and I think we're actually looking pretty good. Like I said, as far as crops go, this is the last field that needs to be planted here. Hopefully knock that out this episode. Looks like you're almost done on 49. We'll get you over to 32 once you're done there. And then, like I said, we don't have a whole lot of rice. Got field 4 planned, Evan, so that field is good. Not a whole lot left on field 3. We're making good progress on that one. And then, yeah, just 28 looks like we're almost done in 28 already. That's, yeah, such a small field, that one. And to be honest, I've been considering, like, just sell it, right? I mean, like, out of curiosity, like, if we were to sell it, not worth a whole lot, like $30,000. So, you know, it's probably not worth selling it. You know, it does make some money. Probably not a lot, to be honest, that one, but it does make some money. At this point, we've probably paid for that field here a couple of times with the rice we've harvested off of it, so. Wow, is that all the further I move that off the field? I guess so. Hope so. Move the cultivator off the field here. Okay, let's, actually, you know what we can do? Great job. If we could just do a go-to, let's have you drive, oh, I don't know. Do you want to go to the farmyard? Yeah, let's just go down to the farmyard here. And usually when I go down to the farmyard, Evan, I actually just have him drive to, like, the rice field here. I don't actually have him, like, go to the actual farmyard. I just don't quite trust him in doing that, right? So, target is unreachable. Is that this guy? Really? What do you mean target is unreachable? You... Anyone else get annoyed by that? I've been like, target is unreachable. Like, really? How is it unreachable? It's our job. He's literally on the road. Oh my goodness. I'll refrain from making any comments on this one this time. Other than the comments I've already made. We'll refrain from making any more comments. Don't mind me, I'm just going to sit here muttering to myself. Okay, I know I said I wasn't going to make any comments on this one. Just allow me one comment, everyone. One comment here. Giants has fixed the AI how many times in the updates now? Okay, that's it. I've said my piece, Evan. I've said my piece. I won't say any more this time. I'll just continue to mutter to myself here on that one. Oh, we might have to fill up our liquid fertilizer here fairly soon. We're getting a little low on that, I see. Good thing we're not too far from the shop, Evan, so it's not too bad here. Like, the shop is literally right over there, so that's kind of nice. If we need any seed or fertilizer, which, like I said, definitely looks like we're going to need some liquid fertilizer. You know what? Course play. Yeah, deactivate that. Should be the default setting, in my opinion, when it comes to course play in the mouse, everyone. Unfortunately, I don't know that there's a way to actually, like, make that the default setting. It'd be nice if it was, but... You know, again, when it comes to the mouse, I mean, it just gets in the way of too many operations when it comes to mouse controls on vehicles and stuff like that. I don't know, maybe that's just a me problem, everyone, but it's always causing problems, it seems like. So you always got to turn that setting off. Speaking of course play, by the way, looks like maybe that hot fix must have fixed something with course play, because I haven't had any troubles with course play here. I know the first day when the patch 1.5 first came out of it, we were having some troubles with it there, and at least at the time of it, I couldn't figure out what was going on. It wasn't until I realized, like, oh, the patch came out. That's probably what's going on. But then Giants released the 1.5 hot fix patch, and like I said, that seems to have solved whatever course play was having trouble with, because, yeah, course play, like I said, been working fine for me now. I haven't had any other issues with it. I mean, maybe it's not fixed. Maybe just we haven't, whatever was causing the issues we haven't done yet, but we'll see once here. And by the way, again, I know I've mentioned this here the last couple episodes, everyone. Looking to wrap up the map here fairly soon. I'm not entirely sure when, Evan. I don't know, maybe after this next harvest. We'll see once here. But Yeah, definitely looking to switch maps here fairly soon, Evan. So, again, if folks have any good ideas, suggestions for maps, let me know. Throw it down below. So, yeah, we need to do a little map looking here, Evan. See what maps look promising here for Farming Simulator 25. And again, as I said before, kind of my rule when it comes to maps is I like to play on a new map, Evan. So, not a map I've already played on. Which, obviously, we just ran out of liquid fertilizer, didn't we? Obviously, Farming Simulator 25, I've played on pretty much every single version of Farming Simulator that's been released. So that means I've played on a few maps in my days, Evan. I've played on a few maps. And there's definitely been some good ones out there. Some of the good ones that have unfortunately never made it to newer versions of Farming Simulator, but not necessarily a problem in my opinion. Again, Evan, as I said, I kind of tend to like to play on the new maps, new to me maps, I should say. Maps I've never played on before. I'm not much one for like repeat maps if I can help it. There's a few maps that are like, hey, this was a really good map. I could play on this map again. But then, like I said, most maps now I prefer to let's get the new map, right? Nope. You would think I keep going to this category. Again, our seeds, and yeah. Planters take seeds, fertilizer, liquid fertilizer. It seems like they'd be under that category, but nope, we got to go to consumables here. So, liquid fertilizer. Oh, let's just grab 2 of those. Cost us $6,000. A little expensive. Better be careful. We don't have a whole lot of money here. Someone went and spent a bunch of money on the field there. Funny that you got tanks open for the fertilizer, huh? Okay, then. Might as well fill up on some seed while we're here as well. Really? Oh, my goodness. Come on. Fine. I'm not going to fill up a seed then. Screw that. I'm rage quitting the seed filling. Everyone, rage quitting it. It sure would be nice to have one if at some point maybe Giants would fix some of that nonsense when it comes to filling seeders. Seeders seem like they're always one of the worst ones to fill, Evan. A lot of times seeders take more than one product, seed and a lot of times fertilizer. And then trying to get that planter to fill with both seed and fertilizer. It's just, yeah, a bit frustrating sometimes, Evan. A bit frustrating. Oh, we missed a little piece there. Oh, well. We'll get lined up for this next pass here. We'll get that little piece there. Make our field quality manager proud, Apparently we missed it. Actually, maybe we didn't miss it. Maybe it was just the fact that it was not cultivated there. Looked like it was missed, but maybe it wasn't. Well, it was missed by the cultivator, just maybe not by the planter. And just a reminder here while we're going around the field of it, if you haven't clicked that subscribe button, now make your way around up to that button there. Click that. Don't forget while you're making your way around as well, click that thumbs up icon as well. And then, while you're still making your way around, might as well make sure you got your notifications turned on. And continuing to make your way around here. This too many rounds, everyone? Maybe it is. But while you're still continuing to make your way around, don't forget to hit up the comment section there as well. Always enjoy reading all your comments. So if you got something to say. And no, I'm not done yet, everyone. While you're still continuing to make your way around, don't forget to make your way around to the description there. You can find the rest of my social media information. And then if you're still making your way around, you can join us on our multiplayer servers as well if you like our multiplayer server information down below. Again, anyone is welcome to join as long as you can play nicely and follow the rules. Okay, I think you folks should be done making your way around finally. That's enough of rounds. Oh, let's see, about halfway through this headland, then we'll start going up and down the field. We might actually be able to finish playing this field here this episode. I know it's a fairly good-sized field here, but at least it feels like it's a fairly good-sized field anyway. I know I say this is a good-sized field, but we are playing on the Monteith, Iowa map there on the multiplayer server. Definitely highly recommend checking that map out if you folks haven't done so already. Seems like a really nice map. Enjoying that one there so far. Again, that is Monteith, Iowa. We are running that one on the multiplayer server. And that, as you would expect for an Iowa-based map, that one has some big fields in it, everyone. Kind of what you would expect, right? I know at least around where I live, everyone, I would say most of your fields probably are not that large. There are definitely some fields that are that big, but a lot of times I would say around here, probably 100 acres is probably fairly typical field size, somewhere in that department. Which, again, good size field. Don't get me wrong. Like 100 acres is 1/6 of a square mile. So yeah, when you see, if you hear a farmer say they're farming a square mile of one, that is roughly 640 acres, if I remember correctly. I think that's what it is. Don't quote me on that number. Now that I think about it, I'm pretty sure that's what it is from what I remember. But yeah, 640 acres per square mile. So yeah, that's just a few acres. And of course, I'm sure in most cases, you're never actually going to hit that full, 640 acres. Most of your square miles, they're probably gonna have some field, road ditches, maybe some right-of-ways for poles, whatever it might be, right? In the case of this field too, we got roads along here, and then of course we got a little bit of a distance between the roads there as well, a little bit of right-of-way. We're not farming right up to the road. Okay, what direction are we going on this field? Oh, we're going that way. Okay. Of course, now we're probably going the other way would be my thoughts, but hey, what the steering assist wants us to do. So we could, of course, change that one, but it should work. Wow, why are we... Oh, there must be another line in here. Why are we so far off here? Gotta be another line. Obviously, a line that is probably fairly close to the other one, but must be another line. Yep, there it is. Oh, just does not go all the way through the other side, maybe? Most likely. Speaking of the comments there, by the way, see if we can load up some comments here in a moment, see what you folks had to say here for last episode. Again, a reminder, always enjoy reading all your comments, so if you got something to say, make your way around down there and leave something. Starting off with the first comment here. First comment from Tim. Tim was saying, nice to hear the baby in the background. What did you name her? Oh, okay. First off, might not be hearing the baby in the background this time. We'll have to see once. Maybe she'll join me later on in the video of it. But at least at this moment, she is not with me at the moment here. She actually was with me just before I started recording of it, but then she decided she was hungry. Funny how that works, right? So the wife is actually feeding her right at the moment as I'm recording. So we'll have to see once. Maybe if she finishes eating, she might join us. And as far as names goes, she is April. Baby April. So yeah, like I said. Let's see, next comment here. Tim was saying, can you please play some Farming Simulator 25 on the new Frontier map? Ooh, I'll have to check that map out maybe. As I said earlier, looking for a new map here for the game here. So I was thinking, can we do some sugar beets and potatoes? We'll have to see once here. We will be getting into some peas. Yeah, peas. I got to remember which one I planted here again. We got peas, beans, and, of course, spinach oven. So we went with peas this time around. Planning on probably most likely leasing that harvester of one. Probably not the most financially sound decision in the game, but otherwise it's like $500,000. Actually, it's over $500,000 harvester of one, so... Oh, and speaking of the baby oven, she has finished eating. The wife brought her back. So if you hear any baby sounds, Evan, she's back. She is joining us here again. And she seems to be a little bit happier now. She was getting a little disgruntled there right before I started recording. Like I said, I think she was getting a little hungry, apparently. Now that her tummy is full, she's got some toys to play with. Yeah, now she's happy. And by the way, for those who are wondering, she, well, actually, if you join me on the live stream, I'm going to actually get to see her. She usually joins me on quite a few of the live streams. Not every one, of course, sometimes, but she'll quite often join me on the live streams. That one, she's got like a little bouncy seat sitting in another chair that she sits in. So she's usually sits right next to us here. And of course, if I'm talking, as I said, she's got to talk too, right? You know, she's got to make noises. Yep. See, Evan? Yeah. Next comment here from Hetero. Hetero is saying, good video. Hey, thank you very much for that. Next one here from Hoover. Hoover was saying, I've seen several tornadoes. Man, you folks are seeing all the, like I said, I have not seen any tornadoes yet. Not a single one. And I've played, obviously, this has been my main map. I played on Hutan Pantai, so I don't know, maybe Hutan Pantai does not get any tornadoes. I don't know if anyone out there playing on this map can, have you folks seen tornadoes at all? Maybe it's just a thing on the map. Maybe Hutan Pantai does not get tornadoes. But then I've also played on Riverbend Springs, that one as well. We had Riverbend Springs on the multiplayer server. I haven't seen any tornadoes on that one either, so I suppose I could check. Maybe we got them turned off on there. That is possible. I'm not sure. That could be why. I'd have to go check that, but I'm not aware we turned it off, but maybe we did. Or maybe multiplayer just doesn't get tornadoes. I don't know. Christopher was saying, good video, keep it up. Hey, thank you very much for that. Oh, mention one other thing here as well. Hoover was also saying they will show up in the weather forecast at the top of the HUD, and you just have to go look for them on the map. Okay, so in the weather forecast, I'm assuming when you say weather forecast, you're talking up in the top right there. You know, it's got the cloudy and the sunny symbol up there. You'll see a tornado symbol. Oh, boy. And go look for them. I don't know about you folks. That does not sound like a good idea. Like, I'm going to go look for a tornado. I don't know about that one. We'll have to see once here. Yeah, if we see one, though, we'll definitely have to check it out. Just, yeah, obviously I've not seen one yet myself. Oh, and I just realized I should get the hired workers. Yes, hired worker. I completely forgot about this one. You need to create job. Go to field work here. Start that job. Let's see if this useless hired worker can make his way down there. Not going anywhere yet. Okay, anyone else? Let's see. You are good, still rolling. You are probably done. And yeah, that's fine. I'll take care of him off camera. I think that's everything we have to do for the moment as far as hired workers go. Like I said, we do have some fields that need to be fertilized, but I need to wait till sleep through the night for that one. Hey, good. You actually are moving. Okay, perfect. Yeah, we don't have a whole lot left to plant on this field here either. So let's get to it, everyone. Might be able to finish this episode. It's nice I don't have to get on the tractor. I can just stay right here and direct the hired workers from right here sometimes, right? Like, hey, you, go to the next field. At least if we can make it there anyway. Just out of curiosity. If I tell him to go do something here. Let's maybe just try, what if I just try to go down to the shop here? Start job. Can he make his way now? Blocked by an object. Is that this bud? No, he's actually moving. Okay, he's cutting right across our field here, apparently, but there he is, yeah. Ooh. Not liking the trajectory here on this one, everyone. Oh, it's going to be close. It is going to be close. Oh, he stopped. Oh, otherwise it would have been, yeah, otherwise there would have been an incident there. Okay, he's actually making his way down there now. I don't know what his problem was before then. It was just trying to go to the main farmyard. He can't go to the main farmyard, or if it was just the fact that I had to move him off where he was at. Now he's, I don't know. No idea, bud. Okay, this hard worker good. Hey, look at that. He's already down there. Cool. That didn't take long. Well, let's see. Back to the comments here. Just in case, we'll read it here again. I think I read this one. Christopher was saying, good video. Keep it up. Hey, thank you very much for that. Like I said, I think I read that one already, but if I didn't, hey, read it there again. Next one here from MU Herd was saying, the save game backup folders are empty after the latest patch. It's creating the new folders, but not putting any files in them. Well, I will have to go investigate this one. So, again, for those who don't know here, Farming Simulator, at least before the patch anyway, always has the ability to create save game backups, like automatic. I mean, like this automatically happens. Farming Simulator would automatically create save game backups, and it would create, I don't know how many copies. I never really took the time to, it's like 8 or 10 copies, I think. So, like, there's more than one copy to you. I mean, it's not just one copy. We're talking like 8 or 10 copies, all different dates apart. Usually on the first ones, usually the first couple, there's like a couple hours between them. Then you get like a day between them, and then you get like a couple days between them, and then you get one that's like a couple weeks old or something like that. So they are spaced out of one, but yeah, according to MU Heard here, was saying there's no more backups here. Well, that's not good, Evan. That is really not good. Because, yeah, I don't know about you folks, even though I don't typically have a whole lot of problems with my save games, Evan, but one thing I do use that for is if you're doing placeables, Evan, that's kind of essentially like your undo feature, right? So if you put a placeable down and everything goes to heck, which, welcome to the world of putting placeables down in Farming Simulator, right, Evan? You have the ability to, like, back out of it and then, you know, maybe grab the back up and put that back in if you have to. So, and sounds terrible of it, but unfortunately, with the way it works with Farming Simulator, kind of what you have to do sometimes. I mean, Giants does not give us an undo option when it comes to doing placeables, everyone. And unfortunately, putting placeables down in the game sometimes is it's a hit or miss. You put it down, and next thing you know, the ground is all like what in the world? Like, nah, we can't do that. When that's like that, we gotta undo that. So. Let's see. Next one here. Adam was saying, I've had tornadoes on Frankenmuth, cuts swaths across the fields, removing crops. Then to repair the damage on the field, the procedure is the same as hail. Well, that's super annoying. Again, talked about this here last episode. I don't have a problem with the hail. I haven't seen any tornadoes yet, but I probably wouldn't have a problem with the damage that the tornado does either. What I have a problem with that one is the damage it is doing to the field. And when I say damage, like, it shouldn't be damaging the field, that one. Like, yeah, again, I'm pointing to, like, field 1 and 2 here just because it's a good example. I'm like, you got all this stuff across, like, why? Like, why is it doing that? I'm like, Giants, you need to fix that rubbish. Like, cool concept of the weather, hail, tornadoes, cool. But fix this. This is not acceptable. There's a whole bunch of other stuff that's maybe not acceptable in the game too, but, like, come on now. Okay, last pass on this field, that one. And then once we're, hey, I just looked over at the time. I was going to say, once we're done, we'll probably wrap up this episode. Watch it. Hey, perfect timing, Evan. Perfect timing. In fact, I think we're going to hit right about the 30-minute mark right as we finish the field here. So, 57, 58, 59. Oh, we're going to go a little over 30. 31:03, Evan. I got 31:03 on that. Or sorry, not 31. 30:03. Just not 31. 30:03 is what I had. So, Okay, on that note, with that, we're going to wrap it up this episode. If you folks have any comments or questions, be sure to leave them down below. And as always, Evan, thanks for watching. Until next time.